Well, I have a huge haul. It's the biggest, most magnificent haul you've ever seen. No, seriously. So too many things came on Saturday at one time, sort of. The mailman brought two packages, the two bigger packages on the right, which I guess I'll do smaller to bigger. And he brought those two at my door, and when I asked him, like, I was supposed to get four, he said, oh, I don't know, there's someone else delivering mail today. Maybe they stuck it in your mailbox, or maybe they'll come around and blah, blah, blah. I'm going, oh, okay, well, let me go back and check. And then I checked on the internet, and it was like, at 2 minutes before he came, two packages were in my mailbox. Why does this happen to me? My mailman is psycho. And even I told Wesley about this beforehand, how it happens. And sure enough, he did it. I was like going, have you ever heard anything so crazy? The guy who sat there lied to my face. He also has too many packages. So there's two mailmen running. I'm going, when I heard him say that, I was like, oh my gosh, the government cannot do anything right, can they? I've never seen a more lazy and insanely bad operated postal service in my entire life. And even Wesley was like, jeez, this is crazy. So he stuck two in my mailbox. And you know how hard it is to get one of these out of the back of your mailbox when it's almost the exact same dimensions as your mailbox and your fingers are not super skinny. I mean, nobody can reach that. Nobody can reach that far back. You got the mailbox door is open, so you can't get your door open. You'd have to get out of your car to go get it. It's just horrible. Absolutely horrible. Oh well. I'm gonna cry. Alright, so here's what I got in one package. Let's take a look at what we got here. Alright. So this is the bat wing. I don't think I was supposed to do that. Something tells me there's a button to push it. Oh, it's got wheels on the bottom. This wheel seems like it's got something going on with it. I feel like there's a button you gotta push because when I pulled it down, it's like snapped, like it was wanting to break itself. It's got chrome parts on the side. Oh, okay. So evidently you pull back on the action figure to make the bat wings. Let's do that one more time. This thing is gonna need a little bit of cleaning. A little bit, I say that kindly. Looks like somebody already tried to paint this one. So I'm gonna paint the doubles that I get. Looks like he has been in a battle. I mean, look at that. Is that supposed to be there? Because even with my glasses on, it looks like a melted spot. So I don't know if this is from heat or maybe he just got up against another figure that had a plastic that reacted with his. I used to have this Batman back in the 90s. His leg is really loose because he has no battle features. There's no squeeze his legs or do anything like that. Like, you know, his leg's so loose you would think he's got like a trigger thing, like you push a button to kick or something. It's just loose. All right, so I definitely had that one once upon a time. This one I also had. This is Batman Beyond. I had this back in the 90s. I had a lot of this stuff that I'm getting again because, well, you know, when you move, you get rid of stuff. And then hopefully you find more space, which I did, but now I'm running out of space again because I keep buying junk lots. And I keep thinking, well, I'm going to paint these things, so, you know, it's cool. I'm pretty sure I had this one time. Doesn't he squeeze his legs? Okay, maybe I'm thinking of the Burger King toy. I definitely had the Burger King toy. You squeeze his legs and his wings pop out like Silverhawks. I know that the wings come out somehow. Oh, you know what? It's his belt, I bet. All right, no, I don't think I've had this figure then. I've had the Silverhawks figure, not Silverhawks, the Burger King figure where you squeeze his legs and his wings plop out, unless I'm completely missing. He doesn't really have any articulation in his legs. I don't know what the joints are like that for. Well, I don't know. All right, so the button's not working on it. There's clearly a button there, and I'm guessing it triggers this, which is kind of pathetic for wings. I don't know why they went with cloth. If I would have went with plastic. I don't have no idea why they went with cloth. Oh well. I'm sitting there thinking if the function buttered, if the function worked. I don't know. Yeah, well, I mean, it's okay. All right, this piece I actually have, and I don't think it's the same one though, because I don't remember mine having trousers that were. I don't think so. Unless there's like chaps that go on the original figure. I have the Superman where you have his turtle, you know, feature from this. So I bet this works in conjunction with it, but I don't remember his legs being gray, so, or tan or khaki or whatever that color is called. Oh, you can't push down on his head. How do you change him to Batman then? You know, this is probably one of the Batman you put a mask over his face. Most of them you push down like a turtle feature. Either way, I think his suit's really cool. I do have the Batmobile that goes to him, actually, which is ironic. And here's more of the more realistic Keaton Batman figures in rough condition. So if I repaint him, it's you know, instead of touching him up, just repaint him. I like this burgundy. This color, it's cool. That's so scratched up. So these are all pretty good candidates for repaint. I like him as he is, and plus he's only got a few scuff marks. So these two are good candidates for repaints. Yeah, what are you gonna do with a pure black Batman? As far as like repaints, I kind of like him the way he is. He's pretty cool. He is in rough condition. So yeah, I might have some fun with some of these. Batman Beyond. This is why I should be doing this as a live video, but I don't like to do. All right, let me just say I got this on Saturday, and it was too late when I finally got back to. Oh well, all right. So the mailman came late again, of course. So you might be thinking, why don't you just do this on Saturday? The mailman came late, and then I was like, well, it's almost 6:30, so I need to go inside. He said, come on between 6:30 and 7, but she was running like she was not available until like after 7. So the time I finally got done with her, I was just so exhausted. I just went ahead and laid down because I was standing outside talking to Wesley for a long time. And it was what was it? It was hot. It was terrible. It wasn't so much hot as it was humid. All right, here's the Horseshack doll, if you want to call it that. That's fine by me. I don't care. I call them fashion figures because I don't really treat my dolls like dolls. I treat them like action figures with clothing. Yeah, but this guy is being very naughty. He had his pants down. He's going to need new pants. He might even need a new body if I can figure out how to put that head on a new body. I did it with Mork from Mork. Now, Mork from Mork had the same body as this. This is the Sunshine family or something family. And it's their weird... I don't know if they were trying to compete with Mego or what, but they had a shorter 9-inch doll line with the creepy eyes. I mean, there's a lot of people out there talking about their creepy eyes. And I think Spacey 1999 had these bodies. Obviously, these guys had the bodies. Mork and Mindy had their bodies. I put a Mork head, not on an American body, but a really skinnier, because it didn't look right on like a Ken body. It was just too small. It was a skinnier Japanese Obitsu body. And I was like, oh, this looks perfect actually. So he looks like his head was a little over exaggerated anyway. So I don't know. I mean, the body's not bad. I just I guess I just need to find out. Look at him. He has gotten into some fights, and probably because he can't keep his pants up. Probably people are kicking his butt because he's not, you know. Look at those shoes. You know, as a preservationist, as an archivist, I guess I'll keep him as he is on the body. I'll keep his clothes, but I will definitely be reclothing him. And I think these feet might actually fit. Oh, I don't have any right in front of me. Those skateboard feet, the skateboard shoes. They're slightly smaller than Ken. Now here's some pink shoes I just got off of a. Oh, I do have some right in front of me, but I was going to save them for. Yeah, who cares? All right, so this is a skateboard I got recently. It's one of the newer ones, which I'm like, oh, they're still making them good, because I'm not seeing any updated information. So these are the shoes that I want to put on Mego bodies. I got the wrong one. Of civilians, if I ever get any more Mego bodies. All right, first off, let's see if the size looks like it fits. It does. And I figure these are smaller than Ken's feet, and these just barely don't fit Ken's feet. I'm like, what are you doing? Mattel makes, look, Mattel, why don't you make these fit your Ken dolls? You can kill 2 cats with 1 car, 2 stones with 1 bird, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, that's just, you're missing a perfect opportunity. So there we go. So yeah, they fit, and they look more, well, they don't look period. They don't look 70s stuff. They look 80s maybe. Oh boy, getting it off is going to be a challenge. But don't rip his foot off, even though he doesn't have a hinge on his foot. I was watching Dan Larson actually last night, and he was doing a live thing, and he's actually watched one of my videos. He just didn't comment. I was like, Dan, comment on my videos when you watch them. But he actually is saying, I watched a video about somebody who put together a sound wave and then realized at the end that they had chrome all over the blue all over the face. Like, that's mine. That was my video. That was my video. That was so hilarious. He just watched my video and didn't, I had never known he watched it. I was like, because I was like, well, my fingers are turning blue. Why? But, what was I saying about that? Oh, he said he didn't like ankle articulation. I'm going, I'm the same way most of the time. Or he didn't care about ankle articulation. He doesn't want toe articulation. When, back in the day, I would have been like, toe articulation, awesome. And now I'm like, Like, for things that are 4-inch, I really don't even want ankle articulation because I can't put this in my... That's not the only reason, but I can't make him into a pocket pal, and I'm afraid to put these guys in my pocket now because I had one of these feet pop off of one of them, and I'm like, oh, crap. I thought it looks almost like it's one piece, like the whole thing is just a boot. So, yeah, I don't know what the point of this is. And I know you got a little bit of articulation right there. Nah, I'd rather just not even have the ankle articulation, and even like on Kendall's, I don't see the point in it. I mean, he's not going to walk on his tiptoes. I mean, maybe when he's swimming, it might need it, but who cares? I mean, seriously. Horseshack, seriously. You're not showing anything. All right, so Horseshack, hilarious character in Welcome Back, Kata. All right, let's wrap him up like a burrito. Oh, there's stuff falling out of these bags. It must be his clothing falling apart. All right, let's get to the big tamales, or should I do it in a different video? Because some people's attention spans are like mine. And plus, ever since I've been doing live videos, when I try to get these videos off, sometimes my phone may say like memory full. So I'll have to do this in another video most likely. All right, here's one of the bigger boxes. It's going to be a lot of little stuff. It's in a bag. And you're like, why are you describing it this? Because by the time I get it out, it's a mess. All right, and let's check in here, see if there's anything else. It's just bubble wrap. So we got bubble wrap. We got a bubble wrap sandwich. We got the bubble wrap some buns. Sticker stuff. What is it called? Tape. And then a bag full of toys. Let's hopefully none of this stuff broke. Because even if you put bubble wrap on the sides, it's not going to guarantee that this stuff won't rub against each other and tear itself to pieces. These bags, if you're going to use them, bag each one of these individually and stick them in there. I mean, that's better than this. So I don't think the person did a fantastic job. All right, I know what this is now. This is the one where these actually count as $1 each. They're kind of bigger than I thought they were. I don't really want them, but now that I look at them, maybe I can cut their heads off and use them as mask. I was making a review the other day of these dolls, I guess, that have costumes on, and you can't take the costumes off, but I'm thinking, that might be kind of cool. All right, oh my gosh, I'm going to take the bag off better. I don't remember this being in the thing. Okay. Here's the biggest and best thing out of all of it. She has her staff here somewhere. But I wanted this figure anyway. So this was a $25 lot, $27 with tax and whatever. The $25 included the shipping. And I've been wanting this figure anyway. And at first I was like, oh gosh, finding her on eBay by herself cost more than $25. So there we go. And then I was like, oh no, I did find more. I guess sometimes when you do a search, it doesn't find everything in there. So I definitely want her out of all of this, no doubt. No, I don't know what this is. I'm beginning to think it's not a bobblehead, but what are those things are called? The big head vinyls. But it's interesting. All right, so I don't remember this being part of the lot, so that's kind of weird. I'll have to check it out and see what was going on with that. I might have to do the other things separately. I had all these at one time. I know I got rid of, I skimmed down my collection. I think I kept the black one because he looks so good. He's got the black and blue. But I think I kept my version of him. It may have been the 6-inch version I kept, though. Oh, here we go. Now, I remember the one I had this character. It didn't have all this, I don't know what you can call this. It was like cool. But he didn't have arm articulation right here, so this has been updated from the ones I had back in the day. I used to collect Ben 10. I thought they were really cool, and I made them into the Green Lantern Corps 3010 from the year 3010. Because it used to be a green thing right there, and he's got some ink I have to clean off. And I guess I stopped collecting before these came out. Here's a Black Panther finger puppet. If I cut off his head, though, would that make an interesting mask? I think he could probably use. I think this is a Ben 10 figure, but I don't know the character. I think I tried to watch Ben 10 one time, and it was like so awful. And it's not awful to you who grew up with that if you're like under the age of 30. When did it come out? 2010, 3010. So 2010, I guess, is around when it came out. So if you were watching it back then, and that's something you like, good on you. It's not for me. I just didn't like it at all. I think I watched one episode where they were in some kind of trailer, and I was like, this is not for me. Here's a dinosaur. Yeah, I would have said throw this into the thing to give away, but now I'm thinking, okay, so I could probably come up with something like I could probably put weapons on the side of him, and I have the leftover Gundam parts. Dagnabbit. And on this side, he's got holes anyway, so he kind of looks unrealistic at that point. So Dino Riders, we're going to be making some of those hopefully. This is the one figure I have no point. I don't think I can come up with anything for it. It looks like a statue. It's probably McFarlane crap. The shoes are on backwards, or maybe the body's twisted. Okay, there we go. It's clearly McFarlane crap. I hated McFarlane during this time period. He made statues. Oh, they look so real, but then you can't do it. Oh, okay. One thing out of this. I don't know if I want that head. I mean, it's a. I don't know, but okay, there we go. We got a wig, so we got something good out of this. Because otherwise, I don't want this. I have no desire for this. All right, here's a guy. Oh, I thought something came without hands at one point. Maybe we already got the one without hands. And I was thinking, well, that's why we keep older figures we don't like this one. I don't like him, but, I could pop his hands off and use them for a figure that doesn't have any hands. So, all right, so I don't want him. I don't want to give him to anybody because it's just creepy. Who would want this? All right, not for me, but hands maybe. I was thinking maybe the head, the feet. I could pop off parts and reuse them if I start getting into more customizations. I had most of these, if not all of them at one point. Like I said, I had to slim down one of my collection. I was like, well, I'm going to take the best instead of making myself a collector, a completionist. Whew, he is in rough shape. Look at those. I don't know if they drug him across the ground up behind a car or what. It looks like he got chewed to pieces. I was going to repaint him, but I don't think there's any hope for that guy. Yeah, this thing. Oh, good gosh. Oh my gosh, really? This is... Okay, so first off, there's no articulation on him other than his arms, which evidently I don't even know that's supposed to be articulated. I might have broke it. But the head is cool, so I could pop and swap that head and make it into some other thing, like a totally different character, because that looks like a pretty cool universal character. All right. Look at that. He looks like he's melting. I'm Captain Mirror. Like an inflatable that melts. All right. This is a Power Ranger bad guy. I don't know if I've had this one before, but I got rid of most of my bad guys. They're like, they're just silly. I'm not into silliness that much, but yeah, I don't know. It's creepy beyond belief too. All right, I don't mind keeping that one at all. These are adorable. I found one of these at the Goodwill down near South Carolina, and I was like, these are freaking adorable. I really dig these. He's definitely going to go in one of my. He might be one of my. He doesn't have any articulation whatsoever. I'm like the other ones do. There's one that even has like balancing things, like you can balance him almost every way you put him. But I suppose since he doesn't have articulation and all these clear parts, I bet he used to light up or something. You light up my life. All right, so he's awesome. I like him a lot. All right, here's a Goldar, and he is, I bet he's one of those vinyl whatever they're called, not Vinny mates. All right, it's got some information. Oh, yeah. Okay, so loyal subjects. Yeah, he's one of those vinyl things. I had a bunch of these at one time, but again, I don't know if I still have some of this stuff. I need to start pulling crates out of the building. Like maybe every morning, go pull a crate out after I go walking, go pull a crate out, go take my shower, and then just spend the day making videos of like, hey, let's go through and look at some things in my crates, and just that way I can catalog them and have fun. Oh, see, I don't like this version of him. I thought I was going to like him because I thought he was going to have articulation. But he's got like some kind of light up feature that's no longer working, probably because the batteries are dead, or just maybe he's just, somebody played with him in the water, most likely. He does have articulation in the knees, which kind of is pointless. That's as far as it bends. So I'm like, really? It's kind of pointless when you don't have, oh, look, he bends in his knees. It's like Barbie. I hate bendy leg Barbies because when you bend their legs, they click, click, click. Oh, that's just so much better. It's exactly the same, like 15 degrees you get out of an old Barbie leg. I hated those back in the day when I was a kid. And the reason I hated them also is because trying to put clothes on them, ugh. That's why once I got a doll on something, I'm like, she's staying in that forever. Okay, I thought he was going to have more articulation, but evidently he's a light-up feature too. I saw in the picture, I didn't really like the arms, but let's see. Now, he's got a little bit better on the legs, but still kind of crappy. So I bet these are earlier ones. They're starting to branch out. Let's see if he still lights up. Nope. He's got a button, and I bet he lit up at one time. I forgot his name, but he was always one of my favorites. I really do like these characters. I just don't like these iterations of them. All right, still going. We got a really nasty, beat-up blue guy. Yeah, I noticed on the picture he was needing paint. And we got I want to say Ryan's World. I know it's Ryan's something, but I've gotten so many of these from bags that I bought. I don't care for them either way, and this one looks like it's in rough condition with that globe on his head. So, I don't know. Here's Tila's staff. Oh, here's a definite something you'd want to get from the collection. The Burger King, and I want to measure it right now because I'm like going, I have the Creature from the Black Lagoon. I did hear he was the biggest one. He is just over, from the toe, he is 4 inches tall. So my Creature from the Black Lagoon is like 4.5 inches, I think. And that makes him 10 centimeters. Yeah, this is a definite glad I got this figure. Because if this figure didn't come in here, I'd have been like, eh. This and Tila are the two best figures of this, in my humble and personal opinion. And some of you are going to think this is really cool, but it looks like a Happy Meal toy. Okay, so what does he do? So I'm guessing he had something that you put in his mouth and then you pushed this or did something. I don't know. But, I mean, he's cool. He's in the scale that I like it in, too, so that's cool. And here we got the Black Widow, or the cute little chubby face Black Widow. And we got an empty bag to play with. Yay. All right, so the best of this lot, without a doubt or a shout, is Tila and Dracula. Not this guy. This one, I know it's not in great condition. I know it's not the best. And I know it doesn't do articulation, but I love it. It's adorable. And I'm going to do the other one in another video because I can't even stand myself doing this long. This one's a disappointment. This one's kind of a disappointment. I already have him, but I mean, if I didn't have him, yeah, he would be in one of the best in the collection. This, whenever I saw it, I was like, at first I was like, well, I'm just going to write it off and get rid of this. But I thought, the more I thought about it, I thought, I could definitely do Dino Riders. So he's not the best, though. This is the worst in the collection. I don't like this at all. But now that I got this, I'm going, I can use the wig on Tila or something and make old woman Tila. This one's not bad. This one is one of the best. I already have a version of him, but until then, this is definitely one of the best. I don't remember him at all. Yeah, so let me just put the rest of the stuff in this box down here. And I'll try to come back with a different video for the other boxes. I am just tired of doing all this, and I'm about to pass out. So he's definitely one of the best. Oh, Brian, you're not one of the best. Get on my way. All right. So the best of the collection is Tila, definitely, then Dracula, and then this little cute robot thing, and then all right, if I still have these two, then this is next. If I don't have these two, then I like this one a lot. I like his shoulder pads. I like the armor on him. Man, this is a close call. They're both awesome looking figures. I loved how he's not just black, but he's got blue highlights and he's kind of very Tron looking. I'm gonna say a tie for these two. These are fantastic. So if I just paid $25 for this figures right here, I think it's worth it. I mean, I got a Tila, which is, if I bought her in the store, $15. I know she came with a shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 figures. I mean, I think so. I would consider these maybe like $5 each, and then like $1 or $2 for him, since he is one of the tax warrant. All right, I'll catch you. I'm going to get up, stretch, and I'll do a separate video for the 4th package. So come back and see me for that, okay? And let me know what you think about this stuff and Horseshack and Batman figures in the first lot. All right, catch you soon.